Who is the most dangerous person in your life right now? You are probably thinking of a rival, someone who hates you openly, someone who competes with you at work, or an ex-lover who wishes you ill. You are scanning the horizon for the wolf that is baring its teeth, but you are looking in the wrong direction. The wolf is not on the horizon. The wolf is sitting at your dinner table. The wolf is laughing at your jokes. The wolf knows your secrets, your fears, and your passwords. The most dangerous person in your life is the one you call friend. This is a hard pill to swallow. We are raised on the fairy tale of friendship. We are told that trust is the foundation of all relationships, that a life without friends is a life without meaning. We watch movies about loyalty and brotherhood, and because of this conditioning, we lower our shields. We take off our armor when we are around them, and that is exactly why the wound they inflict is always fatal. An enemy can only hurt you from the front. A friend is the only one who can stab you in the back, because they are the only ones you let get behind you. Robert Greene, in his analysis of power, warns us explicitly in Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. This is not cynicism. This is survival. History is paved with the corpses of kings, emperors, and CEOs who were not killed by opposing armies, but poisoned by their closest advisors. Caesar was not killed by the Gauls. He was killed by Brutus, the man he called his son. You may think you are not Caesar, and that your friends are not Brutus, but the psychology of human nature does not change just because the stakes are lower. The mechanism of betrayal is identical. Let us dissect the anatomy of this danger. Why do friends betray? It is rarely out of pure evil. It is almost always out of a much more common creeping disease: envy. Envy is a weed that grows in the shadow of proximity. A stranger does not envy you because they do not relate to you. Elon Musk's success does not make you jealous because he is too far away. He is an alien concept, but your friend is just like you. You grew up in the same neighborhood. You went to the same school. You have the same background. So when you succeed, even a little bit, it triggers a crisis in their soul. They look at you and think, why him? Why not me? I am just as smart. I am just as deserving. But they will never say this. Social convention forbids it. So they smile. They congratulate you. They slap you on the back. But look closely at their eyes when you tell them your good news. For a split second, before the mask slides back into place, you will see a flicker of pain. That is the seed of your destruction. As you rise, their envy ferments into resentment. They start to believe that your success is an insult to their existence. They start to wait for you to fall. And if you don't fall on your own, eventually they will give you a push. The problem with friendship is that it is often built on a shared level of mediocrity. Many friendships are pacts of mutual comfort. We hang out to complain about our bosses, to drink away our sorrows, to validate each other's victimhood. But what happens when you decide to break the pact? What happens when you decide to lose weight, start a business, or improve your mind? You are breaking the contract. You are holding up a mirror to their stagnation. Your improvement is an aggressive act against their laziness. They will not attack you openly. They will use friendly sabotage. Come on, one drink won't hurt. You're working too hard. Relax a little. That idea sounds risky. I wouldn't do it if I were you. They disguise their sabotage as concern. They disguise their envy as advice. And because you trust them, you listen. You let them talk you out of your greatness. This is why the friend is more dangerous than the enemy. An enemy says, you will fail. And that motivates you to prove them wrong. A friend says, I don't want you to get hurt. And that plants the seed of doubt that stops you from even trying. We must also talk about the tyranny of gratitude. This is a subtle dynamic that ruins many relationships. When you help a friend, when you give them a job or lend them money, you think you are strengthening the bond. You think they will be grateful and loyal. You are wrong. You are creating a monster. Human beings have a hard time accepting charity. It hurts their pride. When you hire a friend, you are essentially establishing a master-servant relationship, even if you try to keep it casual. They know you are the one with the power. This gnaws at them. They begin to feel that you owe them something. They act entitled. They think they don't have to work as hard as your other employees because, after all, you are buddies. If you correct them, they take it personally. If you fire them, they become your worst enemy. They will burn your reputation to the ground because they know your secrets. They know where the bodies are buried. Never hire a friend. Never do business with a friend. If you want to help them, give them money as a gift and walk away. But do not intertwine your fate with theirs. It is cleaner to hire an enemy. This sounds insane, I know. Hire an enemy? Yes. An enemy is a known quantity. Their hostility is open. There is no fog of emotion. When you take a former enemy and bring them to your side, perhaps offering them a position or an alliance, they will serve you with the ferocity of a convert. They have something to prove. They know you are watching them. They know one mistake means the end. So they work harder, they are more loyal, and they are more professional than the friend who thinks he owns the place. The golden rule of dark psychology is this: clarity is power. With an enemy, you have clarity. You know they want to destroy you. You can plan for it. You can build defenses. You are alert. Your senses are sharp. But with a friend, you are in a fog. You don't know if the hug is real or if it's a prelude to a chokehold. This ambiguity dulls your senses. You become soft. Think about your own life. Think about the times you have been hurt the most. Was it the bully at school who mocked you? Or was it the best friend who stole your girlfriend? Was it the competitor who outbid you? Or was it the partner who embezzled from the company? The knife always comes from the inner circle. The closer someone is to you, the more damage they can do. It is a matter of physics. A bullet fired from a mile away loses energy. A bullet fired from point-blank range destroys everything. Friendship puts people at point-blank range. You give them the codes to your emotional safe. You tell them what makes you cry. You tell them your biggest insecurities. You are handing them a loaded gun and turning your back, hoping they won't pull the trigger. But why do we do this? Why are we so desperate to trust? Because we are afraid of the alternative. We are afraid of the isolation we talked about in the last video. We want to believe that we are safe, but safety is an illusion. The Stoics and the Machiavellians knew that life is a constant state of warfare. Even in times of peace, the war is happening beneath the surface. It is a psychological war, a status war, a resource war. When you assume your friends are exempt from this war, you are being naive. They are human. They are driven by the same dark impulses as you. They want power. They want recognition. They want to be the main character. And if your script requires them to be the supporting actor forever, they will eventually try to rewrite the play. Does this mean you should live a life of total paranoia? Does this mean you should never have a friend? No, that is impossible and unhealthy. But it means you must redefine what friendship is. You must strip it of its sentimental Hollywood gloss and see it for what it is: a temporary alliance of interests. Friends are meant to be enjoyed but never fully trusted. You can laugh with them. You can share a meal with them, but you must never give them the power to destroy you. You must maintain a strategic distance. This means there are parts of your mind, parts of your business, and parts of your future that are forever closed to them. You must have a sanctuary where no one enters. The mistake you make is oversharing. You get drunk or you get emotional and you vomit your truth all over them. You tell them about the big project you're working on before it's finished. Now, they have the power to jinx it, to steal it, or to discourage you. You tell them about your relationship troubles. Now, they have leverage to use against you later, or gossip to spread to others. Silence is your shield. The less your friends know about your true maneuvers, the safer you are. Let them see the result, never the process. Let them see the victory, never the strategy. Consider the snake in the grass. The snake does not rattle until it is too late. The most dangerous friends are the ones who are too nice, the sycophants, the ones who agree with everything you say, the ones who are always there, hovering, smiling, nodding. Be wary of the person who is too eager to be your friend. Normal friendship takes time to build. It has friction, it has boundaries. But the person who tries to merge with you instantly, who calls you brother after a week, this is a predator. They are rushing the intimacy to lower your defenses so they can extract what they need. Real respect is not found in constant agreement. Real value is not found in blind loyalty. Sometimes your enemy respects you more than your friend does. Your enemy sees your strength because he has to fight against it. Your friend takes your strength for granted. You need to audit your circle. Right now, look at the people around you with a cold, clinical eye. Who are they really? Is there someone who makes subtle jokes at your expense in front of others? That is not a joke. That is a dominance test. They are checking to see if you will submit. Is there someone who is always having a crisis and needs your help, but is suddenly busy when you need a favor? That is not a friend. That is an energy vampire. Is there someone who asks too many questions about your money or your romantic life? That is not curiosity. That is gathering intelligence. You have been blind. You have been walking through a minefield with your eyes closed, thinking you are running through a field of flowers. You need to wake up. The explosion is coming. It might be a small betrayal, a shared secret, a broken promise, or it might be a catastrophic one, a stolen business, a ruined reputation. The only way to prevent it is to understand the dark truth. You are alone. Even in a room full of people who love you, you are alone. Your interests are yours. Their interests are theirs. And the moment those interests diverge, the friendship will dissolve like sugar in hot water. Do not hate them for this. It is nature. The scorpion stings the frog not because it is evil, but because it is a scorpion. Your friends will betray you not because they are villains, but because they are human. Expecting them to be saints is your fault, not theirs. So how do you live in a world where you can trust no one? How do you build an empire when the bricks might be made of explosives? You learn the art of managed trust. You learn to use people without depending on them. You learn to collaborate without becoming vulnerable. In the next part of this analysis, we are going to get practical. We are going to talk about how to test the loyalty of those around you. We will discuss how to spot the Judas before the kiss. And most importantly, we will discuss how to weaponize your enemies to propel you to heights your friends could never help you reach. The mask is about to come off. Are you ready to see the real faces of the people around you? Stay vigilant. The knife is already sharpened. So now you see the battlefield clearly. You see the smiles for what they are, masks. You see the compliments for what they are, currency to buy your guard down. But awareness is not enough. You need strategy. You need to know how to move through this minefield without blowing your legs off. You need to learn the art of managed trust and the strategic utility of the enemy. Let's begin with the most counterintuitive law of power. Use your enemies. You spend your life trying to destroy your enemies, trying to avoid them, trying to beat them. This is a waste of a valuable resource. An enemy is pure energy. An enemy is focus. When you have a clear opponent, you wake up earlier. You work harder. You are sharper. An enemy defines you. Without the Joker, Batman is just a rich man in a costume. Without Goliath, David is just a shepherd boy. Your enemies are the grindstone upon which you sharpen your blade. But Robert Greene goes further. He suggests that you should actively recruit your enemies. Think about a former enemy, someone you clashed with in the past. There is a tension there, yes, but there is also respect. They know you are dangerous and you know they are dangerous. If you can turn that hostility into an alliance, you create a bond stronger than any casual friendship. Why? Because an enemy turned ally has something to prove. A friend thinks he deserves your favor. An enemy knows he must earn it. If you hire a former enemy, he will work twice as hard to show you that your trust was not misplaced. He will watch your back with the ferocity of a guard dog because he knows the world expects him to bite you. He is fighting his own nature to serve you. That is loyalty. That is the kind of bond that builds empires. Abraham Lincoln filled his cabinet with his political rivals. He didn't want friends who would agree with him. He wanted enemies who would challenge him and, ultimately, respect his superior command. Stop looking for people who like you. Start looking for people who possess the skills you lack. Even if they are currently against you, convert them, offer them a seat at the table, but keep your hand on your sword. You will find their performance far exceeds that of your drinking buddies. Now let's talk about the friends you already have. You cannot fire them all. You cannot live in a cave. So how do you manage them? You must subject them to the test. Most people wait for a crisis to find out who their real friends are. By then, it is too late. The damage is done. The betrayal has happened. The strategist does not wait for a crisis. He manufactures one. Create a false emergency. Tell a friend you have lost everything. Tell them you are in deep trouble and need a difficult, inconvenient favor. Watch their reaction. Do they hesitate? Do their eyes dart away? Do they suddenly have a prior engagement? Or do they step forward? Observe the schadenfreude, the joy in other people's misfortune. Tell a friend about a minor failure you had, a bad investment, a rejection, a clumsy mistake. Watch their face. If you see a micro-expression of relief, a slight smirk that they quickly hide, you know everything you need to know. That person is drinking your failure like fine wine. They need you to stay beneath them to feel good about themselves. Distance yourself immediately. You do not need to make a scene. You do not need to declare war. Just fade away. Ghost them emotionally. Keep the physical proximity if you must, but withdraw your spirit. This leads us to the concept of operational security in relationships. The reason friends can hurt you is because you give them the ammunition. You talk too much. You reveal your plans before they are executed. You reveal your weaknesses hoping for sympathy. Stop it. Adopt the need-to-know basis for your entire life. Your friends do not need to know your exact net worth. They do not need to know your next big career move until it is already signed. They do not need to know your deepest trauma. When you withhold information, you create a barrier. You become unpredictable. And in power dynamics, unpredictability is armor. If you are predictable, you are easy to manipulate. Your friends know exactly which buttons to push to get a reaction out of you. They know how to make you feel guilty. They know how to make you feel insecure. By becoming silent, by becoming a gray rock, you remove those buttons. They reach out to control you, and they grasp nothing but air. Learn to use tactical empathy. Listen to them. Let them talk. Let them reveal their secrets to you. People love to talk about themselves. If you just listen, they will think you are the best friend in the world. But while they are pouring their hearts out, you are gathering data. You are learning their triggers, their fears, their desires. You are building a map of their psyche. This is not evil. This is necessary. Information is leverage. If a friend ever decides to become an enemy, and remember, the probability is high, you will need that leverage. You will need to know where to strike back if they try to destroy you. It is better to have a weapon and not need it than to need it and not have it. Now consider the parasite. Every circle has one. The friend who is always broke. The friend who always has drama. The friend who uses your energy, your time, your car, your money. You tolerate them because you feel sorry for them. Or maybe you have known them since childhood. Cut them off. This is the hardest part. You feel loyalty to the past. But the past is dead. You are carrying a corpse. Robert Greene calls this infection. Emotional states are infectious as diseases. If you hang around people who are losers, who are victims, who are toxic, you will catch their disease. You will start to think like them. You will start to accept their low standards. You must be ruthless with your time. You are building a legacy. You cannot afford to drag dead weight up the mountain. If they are not helping you climb, they are pulling you down. There is no neutral ground. But I will be alone, you say. I will have no one. Good. We talked about this. Solitude is the price of greatness. It is better to walk alone in the direction of your dreams than to walk with a crowd in the circle of mediocrity. When you clear out the false friends, the envious snakes, and the energy vampires, you create a vacuum. And the universe hates a vacuum. That space will be filled, but this time you will choose who fills it. You will choose allies, not just friends. You will choose people who are on the same mission. People who are busy building their own empires, so they don't have time to envy yours. These relationships will be different. They will be colder, perhaps, less sentimental, but they will be real. They will be based on mutual respect and shared ambition. This is the alliance of the strong. Two lions do not need to cuddle to be allies. They just need to respect each other's hunting ground. So, here is your strategy for the days ahead. First, silence your tongue. Stop broadcasting your life. Become a mystery to those who think they know you. Second, test the waters. Throw out a small piece of bait, a fake failure, a fake crisis, and see who bites. Mark the traitors in your mind. Third, look at your enemies. Is there one among them who is smart, capable, and ambitious? Reach out. Offer a truce. Offer a deal. You might just find the most loyal partner you have ever had. And finally, accept the truth. The only person who will never betray you, the only person who will be with you from the moment you take your first breath until the moment you take your last is you. Invest in yourself. Trust yourself.